Hey, Melissa, good morning.
Good morning.
How old are you?
42.
42? Okay. Where you from?
Syracuse, New York.
Syracuse, New York? Okay. How long you been out there in Syracuse for?
My whole life.
That's way upstate New York, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. What brings you out here to Kensington today?
Well, I was looking up better places that I could get dope from because Syracuse dope I wasn't feeling it much anymore. And I always saw this on YouTube and stuff. And I just packed up and said I was going to come down and cop real quick and then go back. But someone stole my wallet, so I got stuck down here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hold on, so you found out about Kensington through YouTube?
Yeah.
Was it the interviews or was it?
No, it's like somebody driving around, like showing like people like the open air, the open air drug market.
Not trying to be funny, so you was like, oh, that's where the good stuff is at.
Yeah,
wow.
basically.
This is a new story. This is a new chapter. We just interviewed a young lady. She been let you stay with her, right? Because your situation.
Yes. And she met me.
Some good people out here.
Yeah, there is.
There's some good people out here. What's the difference between Syracuse and up here in Philadelphia?
I mean, you can't use on the street with the police officers around standing there, and you can't find as many drugs in that little area like that. I mean, we do have a city where you can, you can get drugs from, but it's not like here, like it's open air drug market. So.
Okay, so it's different here, huh?
Yeah.
Was you surprised when you came here and seen what you saw?
Yeah, definitely.
Was this the first time you seen something like this?
Yeah. I mean, I've been to New York City, but it's not like that down there. I mean, they still can find dope when you get off the train and stuff, but not like you can't just use on the street like they do here.
Right.
Not out and pass out on the ground. And
are you working currently? What you got going on with yourself?
I was doing dates.
Doing dates?
Yeah.
How long were you been doing dates for?
Only about 6 months.
Okay. Do you work the street corners or?
No, they got an ad. Yeah,
the ads. Yeah. Okay, out in New York.
Yeah, like Skip the Games or.
Okay. Wow. You do it to fund your habit, or was you doing it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Can we double back on your childhood? How was your childhood?
It was good. I lived in the country, around cows, and had a mom and dad and brother. They didn't use any drugs. They drank sometimes at parties, but nothing. I started with alcohol. That was my main thing, and then I got into doing heroin, and it kind of took over the feeling of the alcohol because I was trying to stop that. I told my mom I went to rehab twice for that, so I moved back in to help my dad because he was really sick, and I'm a nurse. I'm not working currently, but so I just started using dope, and I was just sniffing it, and then I started shooting it because I wasn't feeling it as much anymore, and it's been 7 years now since I've started.
So you was a nurse?
Yeah. I was working using because no one knew I was hiding it. But then when my mom found out, someone found out that I was using, they called her. I was homeless then because she kicked me out. I couldn't go back home.
Wow.
I have a daughter I haven't seen in a year.
Daughter?
She won't talk to me. She's 14 now.
What kind of nursing was you involved in?
I was doing like primary care nursing, like at a doctor's office.
Oh, wow.
And then I was working for developmentally disabled, but my mom said she was going to call and tell them that I was using drugs, so I quit.
Wow, so you had a whole career going on.
Yeah.
And the drugs ruined everything.
Yep. I mean, I still have my license, so that's a good thing.
You can get back into it once you get clean.
Yeah.
We rooting for you.
Thanks.
Melissa, we rooting for you. Do you want to get clean, Melissa?
I don't know. Not
you
yet.
can be honest with us.
Not yet.
Not yet? You're not ready yet,
no.
right? You're not ready yet, right?
I told my mom I was on methadone. I lied. Just because I hung out with her finally after not seeing her for a year. And it was good. And she said, well, your daughter needs to see you like this. Because I don't act like really abnormal. It's not like I'm like nodding out and everything. I just use it to basically not be sick. I don't really even get that feeling anymore.
So basically using it to not be sick.
Yeah. But I do want to go and start something, but I don't want to stay on like methadone because I don't want to trade another drug to keep going down and get it every day. So I've just used it to like just to get out of the withdrawal, and then. But I don't know how to be clean, so I don't know how to even feel.
Right.
Because I haven't been clean for so long.
Who introduced you to the drugs?
It was actually my stepdaughter. She passed away from an overdose. But
your stepdaughter introduced you to the drugs?
Yeah.
Were you using alcohol a lot when she introduced you?
Yes.
How did that go about? And I'm sorry for your loss, by the way, but how did that go about?
I don't know. I was just drinking, and then I ran into her. I hadn't seen her because her father and I broke up, so I didn't see her, and I ran into her where I was living, and she was using heroin at the time. She was into pills for a long time, which I knew that, but she was using heroin, so I sniffed it, and I just started. I liked it. I just liked the feeling, and then it just went from there. It didn't stop.
So you liked it. It didn't stop. So back to the dates, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much you think you make a day in New York doing the dates you do on the ads?
I could make like $400 in one date that I have, because I just have like regulars now.
Yeah.
So
$400 in one date.
Yeah.
On average, how much you think you make a day though in New York?
I mean, that would just take the 400. Like I would say like 250 to 300
a day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On an average day.
Yes, on an average day.
How about on a good day? What's the most you ever made doing dates?
Like $700 to $1,000.
$700 to $1,000. Mm-hmm. Wow. Have you been doing dates out here in Kensington as well?
I had to, because they stole my wallet and I had to get home. I have someone sending money that I have to go pick up from Walmart to get home, because I do want to go home.
Right.
But I had to do dates here, so she showed me where to walk, and I had to do a couple down here. But I don't like to street walk. I did it a couple of times before, but I'm not really into that.
Right.
That whole thing. It's kind of scary. I don't want to get in the car with somebody that you don't know. So.
But you don't like doing it overall, though, right?
I don't like doing it overall. Okay. But I mean, at least my regulars, I know who they are.
Okay, so at least your regulars, you mess with the same.
Yeah, same dudes. Yeah.
If you could, if I could ask, how many regulars would that be?
Like 5.
Like 5 different people?
Yeah.
Okay. Scary, man. So what's some of the scariest things you've seen out here in Kensington since you've been out here?
People getting robbed, beat up, people look like they're overdosed, just that kind of stuff.
And you've seen that already. You haven't been here this long,
No,
right?
I've only been here a week.
1 week.
So.
You ready to go back to Syracuse?
Yeah.
Is it true what they say about Kensington with the drugs and stuff?
Yeah, it's true. I wanted to take some footage around before I left, just to show the people back at home.
Wow.
So,
you think they're going to come out here too now because you showed them?
No, I think if it was a different time, and I used to live in like houses with a bunch of drug addicts. Now I live in a nice place with people. But I'm sure if I went back and showed them at that time, they would have probably wanted to come down.
How long have you was drinking for?
Since I was about 18.
18? Were you a partier at all? Did you party a lot?
I did coke and crack and.
Coke and crack, or the little party drugs and stuff?
Yeah, Molly. I do back at home.
So what was your hobbies before this mess, before the drugs?
Like reading, photography, gardening, being with my daughter, shopping, doing normal things,
Okay.
Church, that kind of thing.
Church, okay. How old is your daughter currently?
She just turned 14.
Just turned 14. So she's old enough to feel the pain of your distance, your disappearance. She's old enough to feel that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think that she could, have a troubled life because her mother's not around and stuff?
My mom's there for her. She's really good with her. They've been close because when I was drinking, she kind of had to go there sometimes because so they've always had a close relationship. So it's kind of always. And her dad also an alcoholic, so she does have the genetics to probably have some issues. So I got to watch out for that.
You got to watch out for that. You can't help her unless you help yourself, though. You know that.
Yeah.
So I know you're not ready to get clean now, but maybe one day.
Yeah, I think it's coming. It's coming.
It gotta come, and I know you got some friends that got some outlets for you.
Yeah.
And we do as well. If you want to speak with us, we got some resources as well. But you gotta be ready for yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
It's hard out here.
Yeah, it is.
This is Kensington, Philadelphia. I don't know much about Syracuse, but in Kensington, it's a higher possibility that you could die out here.
Yeah, I know.
Get out of here. Get yourself back to New York.
Yeah, I will.
Get yourself back to New York.
I will.
Bad out here, you know?
I don't want to stay here. It's not good. It's not
good.
a place for me. I'm not used to this stuff.
Where do you see yourself in 6 months?
6 months, hopefully I'm in some type of rehab program and back with my family.
Right.
That's what I'm hoping.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
It's a very serious question.
Okay.
If you only had $10 and you were hungry and you were sick, drug-wise,
Yeah.
what would you spend that money on?
my habit.
Your
my
habit
drug
over the food?
Yes. Definitely 100%.
Have you experienced sleeping outside out here, or what?
I was out here for like a night. But then I ended up meeting her, Penny, and
she looked out for you.
Yeah.
Gave you somewhere to stay.
Yeah. So.
But you're not homeless in New York, right?
No, I do have a house. I have a room I rent.
You have a room
Yeah.
you rent?
For my friends, yeah.
Yeah, I know New York is very expensive as well.
Yeah.
So it's hard. It's hard living out there and having the habit.
Yeah.
Well, you know, some people come out here, they don't make it back home.
I know, and I don't want that to happen to me. So that the people I stay with are all worried about me. They're like, you know, because I was supposed to come home the next day.
Right.
24 hours, and now we've been here a week, and I haven't talked to anybody.
Right.
I finally talked to them, and they just wanted to hear my voice to make sure I was alive.
Yeah.
So I definitely have to do that.
So what's your sign?
What do you mean, my sign?
Zodiac sign.
Oh, Pisces.
Pisces? Water sign?
Yeah, water sign.
Yeah. Are you spiritual?
Yeah, spiritual more than. I grew up Catholic, was raised Catholic, but I don't. I more want to get into like some spiritual type things. I'm more into like Wiccan type of stuff and like that kind of. I'm just trying to like read up on everything, and just feel where my passion is, I guess.
Right. You come up in a strict household?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
have?
my parents were strict. Yeah.
Were you sheltered?
Kind of, yeah.
You think being sheltered is some of the reason why you like trying to experiment with a lot of things in life?
Yeah, I think because it was later in life that I started like experimenting more. So I think that's partially.
Do all your money go to drugs?
Pretty much. I mean, I will buy like some things. I mean, I boost too those, but
You boost too?
yeah.
You
but
boost
then-
too to
Not
survive.
here. Not here. I don't.
Yeah, but
because
I mean-
in Syracuse I do because I know how to do it there.
Not do it there. It's more dangerous probably boosting
Yeah,
here, right?
you'd probably get in trouble more. I think they have more security around here.
I'm surprised you're not scared to be out here. It's rough out here.
No, I don't. I kind of just.
You
go
knew
with
it was
the
him
flow.
for when
yeah,
you saw
when
the
I
videos
yeah.
and stuff, so you mentally prepared yourself.
Yeah, I kind of knew what it was like.
But Melissa, look, we want you to get home, get out of this mess,
Yeah.
eventually get clean one day. Maybe you and your friend could buddy up
Yeah.
and go to PAX. That's what it's called, right? PAX?
Yep.
Go to PAX and get up out of here.
I know.
So I just want to thank you for your time.
Okay. Thank you.
All Time Media is rooting for you.
Okay.
All Time Media is thankful to be able to talk with you. Never had a story like this before. Hopefully you saved someone's life today. Please, please, turn your life around for us.
Okay.
No, for yourself. Thank you. God bless.
God bless.